So it's time to buy a new RZR. Should I get the XP1000, old body style? Should I get the XP Pro, the new body style? Well, there's a lot of decisions to make just with those two vehicles. Let me show you some of the differences between mine. So I want to do a quick comparison from my point of view on these two different machines. I have a couple kids, they're 12 and 14. They're gonna be getting older soon, so I wanna make sure I have room for them. My girlfriend and I, we spend a lot of time trail riding, and this is an awesome machine. This is the 2021 XP1000 4-seater, ride command, has all the goodies on it. Yeah, I love this machine. It's great. It's got the Walker Evans needle shocks, whatever that means. I've got a bunch of travel. It's a whole lot better than the 900 that I used to have, which is like the RZR S. This trailing arm suspension, and it makes a huge difference. So I added the Click 6 harnesses, like the retractable harnesses like the new Pros come with. Love those. It takes away a little bit of the back seat though. And there's not a lot of, there's just not much room back here. So I'm a 6 foot tall guy and I climb in here. And man, this is tight. I mean, this is a tight squeeze. There's no way that an adult or anyone like myself or bigger is gonna ride in this machine in the back seat. Front seat, it's great, but the back seat, very, very lacking in extra space. Great for kids, not for adults. So let's move over to the Pro. This is my 2020 Pro XP 4-seater. It's an ultimate, so it has the dynamic suspension with the Fox live valve shocks, whatever that means. I've got the tender springs, so this thing is big. It stands almost 7 feet tall. It also has all the ride command. It's awesome. These seats I find to be a whole lot better, and the back seat, that's the game changer. So just like sitting in the XP1000, if I jumped into this rig, man, I have all kinds of room. Man, this isn't bad at all. I could actually handle riding back here. Yeah. And the view back here is awesome. For my little kids, they can't see out the back of the XP1000 very well, but they actually can see out of this. You know, my son, my 12-year-old pointed out to me, there's cup holders right here that he can reach while he's in his harnesses. In this machine, he can't reach the cup holders. They look good, but for a little kid point of view, not very useful. So for just the purposes of my family and my kids growing up, if I wanted to take adults, we wanted to take some of our friends with us, they can come with us in this machine. Our friends cannot come with us in this machine. It's just not enough room, unless they're really small. So that was my biggest deciding factor for these two machines. Mind you, I mean, this thing's just awesome. So many more toys, so many more cool things it has. I mean, I love them both, but this Pro, from the arched arms on the front, beefier arms, and this one, and they kind of look Mickey Mouse in comparison. Now on the rear, there's a huge difference on the rear. Sorry, I've got them in the shop. I'll pull them out in a little bit. But the arms on this are massive and arched compared to these little arms on this. And this is a great machine with great suspension, so much better than my S model that I've been used to. But what a step up from this one. I mean, just shooting down the shop gravel drive. I mean, there's a noticeable difference between the two in the ride quality. So we're getting all ready to set up the XP Pro with some new goodies. Now, just a quick tour of my machine. This one came with the Polaris front bumper. It's the I don't know, max coverage, high coverage, whatever they call it. Rear bumper. RZR tender springs on there, which really lifted this thing up. I mean, I don't know if you can see in the video, but this thing is huge compared to this one, which this XP1000 is sitting on 32s. That is a massive machine. So I added the Polaris rock slider, tree kicker. We've got the mud buster flares, front and rear. I've got those on both of my machines, and they're awesome. Love them. This one has the Polaris poly windshield, the vented windshield, which is pretty cool. These little things, if I could do it, yeah, they flip open. They give you a little bit of ventilation while you got the windshield on. And it's awesome. I mean, this thing just unsnaps that easy and comes right off. It's got the Sport Poly Polaris roof. It's the same thing. This thing just pops on and off with these little brackets. I went on Amazon, got these little KEMIMOTO door bags, which is a must-have. I mean, you want to keep some stuff with you. They look like a solid bag. I just got them, so I don't know how long they're going to last, but I've had some on a previous ride, and they did really well for me. So this one has the factory stereo, the 2 speakers up front, the 2 speakers in the dash, and ride command. So I guess that's stage 2. Because it's a 4-seater, it comes with these extra ones. Doesn't have enough bass for me, so I just picked up, spent way too much money on this thing, the new Polaris sub. So I've got that. We've got the WD Street Legal kit about to go on the new ride. I got the one with the headlights, blinkers in the headlights and everything. I've got a hitch here to mount on the back because I pull a utility trailer around the property. And this hitch, apparently, if you just notch out this factory bumper just a little bit, you'll be able to mount this up in there, and I'll be able to pull my little utility trailer around the property. So for me, that's a big deal. I do like this poly windshield, but I really want a glass one. So I ordered a UTV Zilla vented glass windshield. Should be in here next week. I also got a half windshield from them, like this one. This is a UTV Zilla half shield. So I've got the new winch. It's going to mount in there. It's a SuperATV Black Ops winch I'm going to put in. I already have the grill light, like I have on the XP1000. And then, so this weekend is the winch, the grill light. I've got the assault, I don't know, whatever assault brackets go on here that'll mount the light bar, 40-inch light bar across with the poly roof, and I'll still be able to take my windshield in and out. I've got some blue rock lights I'm going to put in, and I finally broke down. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be cheesy. I'm going to put the little 2-foot whips on the back. It'll look pretty sick, you know, out doing some night riding. And I've got my blue rock lights with all the blue accessories, the little blue whips. It'll be cute. Obviously, my color is blue. So I've decided for backup lights, normally I mount them up top here. Let me show you on the XP1000, this is what I've always done. I've just put some lights up top. So I've got a switch on the dash, flick the switch on, and I've got some rear lighting. But on this one, because I have this bumper, I don't know if any of you guys have done this or seen this done, but my thought is I've got this bar right here, put a bracket on here, have the reverse light or backup light right there in that back bumper. I think that'll look pretty clean, really help for that back camera. And speaking of cameras, I've got to drill the hole in this one and put a camera in. With Ride Command, you can do that. This one didn't come with a camera. But I bought this for like $69 or something on Amazon. And I think it works better than the factory one. So anyway, just a little bit of tour about my machines, what I have coming up. I'm going to start swapping a bunch of stuff off this one and moving it over to this one, the parts that fit. I'm going to take a bunch of stuff off and sell it. And I'm going to put this machine for sale because buyer's remorse. I wanted the Pro. So anyway. Oh, something I didn't mention. I bought the System 3 SB5 14-inch wheels, beadlock wheels, the 5.2 offset with 32-inch M1 Evo tires. Love the M1 Evos, had them on my last one. This one has System 3 SB4 wheels instead of the gunmetal gray. It's got this copper kind of bronze look to it. And it's got the System 3 XTR 370 32s on it. Both machines have an aftermarket Assassin Stage 3 clutch kit. And man, look at the difference between these tires. The M1 Evil compared to the System 3 XTR 370. Is it just me, or do those System 3 tires look wider? So this weekend I'm gonna swap over these SB5 gunmetals over to the new machine and see what it looks like. I think that'll look a little bit better. Previous owner did these bronze and I don't really know why. And then, yeah, so then I'll have these ones I'm probably gonna end up selling. And on the machine there, the XP1000, I'm just gonna put these brand new Stalkers back on it. They've got 1.2 miles or something like that. So anyway, that's the tour. See y'all later. Before I bought my RZR, I wondered about the stereo quality of the XP1000 Premium and the MB Quartz speakers that come in all 4 doors, and the stereo quality of the Stage 2 Rockford Fosgate system that comes in the XP Pro. So I'm going to show you the differences between the two. I don't know if you'll be able to hear them very well on my phone. It's a 13 Pro Max, so it probably should be pretty good, but we'll see. I'll start off with the 2021 XP1000 4-seater Premium. I've just got some 80 station on, so. And then we're gonna walk over to the XP Pro and do the exact same thing. Actually, steering wheel buttons. So that was a whole lot louder. In person, a whole lot better sound quality. As you can tell, totally different sound quality from the two. I hope that comes through on the phone. It certainly comes through for me. The XP Pro, riding around, somebody hears my stereo, I wouldn't be ashamed of it. In the XP1000, it's a whole lot better than my old Bluetooth speaker that I carried around with me that I bought off Amazon for like 40 bucks. But it's a little embarrassing. You just spent $25,000 on a machine and you've got this really kind of tinny, kind of distorted, not great sound. I mean, it's a lot better than what I used to have. I'm not saying I wouldn't play it if I were on the trail. Fairly happy with it. But man, if I could have the Pro stereo, I would do that any day of the week. And I just got the Fosgate sub from Polaris that goes in this. So I'm going to be upgrading this to, I guess that would make it a Stage 4 instead of a Stage 2. And I'll play that again, see if we can hear it on the phone. Anyway.